Hey, um, hold on.
Man, obviously, we
I'm
got
good, man. How about
Today's a
you?
busy day for baseball.
Yes, sir.
It's a busy day. I love the games. I love when it goes to game 4 or 5. I love game fives, because
Yeah,
not only is it game five, but not only is it game five and just an ecstatic
yeah.
atmosphere, but I mean, obviously tonight's a really huge day. You got obviously the bids going on,
Oh, yeah.
got the free agent transfers, you got all that stuff going on tonight. The 26th, man, the 26th is it's the greatest day of the month. I'm telling you,
For
it's a
real.
great day. So I mean, obviously though, before bids, before we got all free agency, all the transfers, all that stuff, we got game five. Game five. I know it's been a good series. Obviously, I want to hear some of your thoughts about it. But the Mamba took one, Sims took 2 and 3, and then in a facing elimination, the NerdyMamba last game, they put up an 8-1 win. An 8-1 win, a win where they scored in, I think, multiple consecutive innings.
Yeah.
Also, the Sins offense just they got the hits. They got on base, but they couldn't capitalize off that. So, Thunderbirds, I just want to hear what you thought about some of those games.
Yeah, it's just like uh, when you're like allowing that many runs, especially in like in big games like the World Series, like you can't really let that happen. It, and I
I get
and like the I believe that the Sims have a really good pitching staff, but unfortunately the Mamba have an even better offense, and they proved that in like this morning's game. Like they put up like big,
yeah.
they did put big numbers up there.
Mm. Obviously, you got Mamba. Mamba's very scrappy offense. I mean, they'll get on base, they'll string together a few hits, but this morning they weren't like this. This morning they were hitting for power. They were hitting extra base hits. They had they had 5 homers, and the other 2 RBIs were doubles. So no RBI singles at all. And that's how the Mamba win their games. They win off RBI singles. The RBI single is their greatest weapon. Especially two teams. The Mamba's very good on both sides of the ball. They have a good pitching set, but they're just offense. They can get on base. They'll get their runs. St. John's has a little bit of a blend. Sure, they'll have some guys who's hit 300 at bats who will just get on base. Their on base percentage is really high, but they'll have guys who they've only batted half a season. They've only batted like 100 at bats, 150 at bats, maybe 200 because it's the World Series. But
Yeah,
they're just like players. They put in hot players at the right time. Players on the street, they'll just keep them in. That's how they win their games. So, but it hasn't been working for them. They're more this morning. Their offense just completely liveless. It was abysmal. And yeah, they've hit a lot of homers in this series. They've really overpowered. They have overpowered the Sins, I think, offensively. Definitely last game they overpowered them. Sins want to win. They're going to win on the pitching side. It's going to be a pitcher's duel. That's how they're winning the series. If they're not pitching, their pitching fails. This game is over. If the Sins have a chance of winning this game, they got to limit the Mamba to 2 or 3 runs. Mamba scores more than that. Based on how the Sins offense has been looking as of recent, it's over. I just want to hear some of your thoughts about that as well.
yeah. Historically wise, I think that the Sins do have a chance in this one, but only because uh they've they're way more experienced in the World Series than the Mamba, but they've just been like underperforming in this series. Um, well, I wouldn't really say underperforming, but they've been like doing pretty solid against them. But if they want a chance in this one, they have to score early, like maybe at least in the first or second inning, and like just go on from there, and hopefully they can hold off the that hungry nerdy Mamba offense.
hmm And as we were saying, so I saw this. I'm on the team comment right now. This is his first, as I think Brain said, Gale's first wouldn't even say playoff appearance, but this is his first appearance this series. He's been pitched this series. He pitched the semifinals where he let up a sac fly to Lofton in the ninth to break up an incredible 6-hit. It was going to be a shutout. I don't think a sac fly really counts. As I say, sac flies are for pussies. That's my tagline. I've said that. I probably made it up in like season 100 or somewhere in there. I've been saying that for the past 30 seasons. Sac flies aren't real runs, and they count towards the scoreboard. But come on. So the fact that that's all he let up last game, that Gale let up. Gale is 10-0 with he's been insane this year. But I just want to see. It's his first World Series. I won't even say high leverage situation, but it is. It's Game 5. You're starting Game 5 of the World Series, and if you win this game, your team has won the most of any team out there. And I guess the Warriors have won 9 because I guess Fort Lauderdale has won 2 as well. But I don't know. I just think I guess best single franchise, not best owner, best franchise.
Yeah.
So I just want to hear your thoughts on how you think Gale is going to perform under the bright lights.
Yeah, like how Halifax has been like handling the series is like honestly really impressive. That's like to like put up a fight.
I think
to like put up such a big fight against, especially against G team like the Dudley Sins. It's really impressive.
It is. Honestly, I just think that if you're Halifax, you go into the series. You're thinking sweep. You're thinking you're going to get swept. And I think that's what anyone who faces the Sins. The Sins are the best team of the last 20 seasons. I'd even say more. 20 seasons. They're the best team of the last seasons by far. I don't think anyone has rivaled them year in, year out. Maybe not. They've had a few down years, but year in, year out, they're the best team out there. If you're Halifax and you go into the series and you're thinking, there's a chance we get swept here, and you win game 1. You're up 1-0 in the series.
You're thinking you have a chance there.
How big do you think how big has that game 1 win factored into the rest of how they've handled this series?
I think that just like really boosts their mentality on this series. Like it gives them it makes you like feel like they might actually have a chance, but it's obviously gonna be like it's always gonna be a tough task, especially since they're like heading into like enemy territory. But knowing you're like tied 2 apiece, heading into like a pivotal 5 game this afternoon, I think Halifax, I believe that they do have a shot, but in order to pull this off, they need I believe that whoever like scores first in this game.
Your thing is like breaking up here.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Your connection was like kind of wonky.
Yeah, that was just me trying to like think of a word. Sorry about that. But
you're good.
Yeah, I think that whoever scores.
Yeah, Thunder, it's like breaking up. It's definitely breaking up. Connection. Hold on.
That's weird.
It's good. It's a little bit better now.
Oh, all right. I think that whoever like scores first in this game might have a shot to win this one. But
it's back. I hear what you're saying, but it's still kind of blocky. I'll kind of tag along. Yeah, I know you're saying a mentality thing. I mean, if you're Halifax, you've won in this spot. If you want the biggest pressure games of the series, it's game 1. Because game 1, it's the World Series. It's the first game. All the fans are going to be out there. It's the first game, and then I guess a clinching game. So I think the fact that they've won both of the high leverage games they've been in. They've won the first game. They won a game facing elimination. Games 2 and 3 aren't high leverage like that much at all.
Yeah.
So the fact that you've already gone in there and you've won the 2 most pressure-filled games, I mean, why can't they do it again? They won game 1 in front of they won game 1 in front of 59,000 in St. John's. That's the highest attended game they had. And sure, they just dropped last, and They just won last game. They've won last game. They won the first game. I think hot take. I think the Mamba have more to play for in this. Not only they have more to play for, but I think they have the momentum. I think they have the momentum. I think they have. I honestly see them winning this game. And you can call me crazy, but I see the Mamba winning this game.
Yeah, I definitely agree you're going to this one. Yeah, they definitely have the momentum.
Mm-hmm. If you from a team lineup, from a roster lineup, from a talent lineup, Deadly Sins has. I think their minor leagues look better on paper than the Mamba, their whole team. But just the fact, I mean, it's just obviously all this momentum coming. Not only all this momentum coming into it, but they just have the passion there. They just because Sins were one game away from our elimination. What did they do? They didn't care right there. Obviously, I mean, even in the third, you saw Thorn, Humberto Thorn made a really costly error
Yeah,
that made an error that cost them the first run of the game. It was a preventable error, but it was an error. He could have just planted his feet, but and that kind of showed the mentality of what the Sins. They didn't play their game in game 4 at all. They didn't even show up to the field. They just took it for granted. They're just they just expected to win the title at the game 4. They expected to win at 9 a.m. today. They didn't win at 9 a.m. today. Now they're going to be scared. Now they're scared because they don't want to lose to the Mamba.
yeah,
The Mamba are not the greatest team. Mamba probably aren't even top 15. They're not top 20. But they're here because all you need is momentum. Go to the actual World Series last year. The Diamondbacks weren't even close to the best team. I don't even think the Diamondbacks were a top 8 team last year. But they made the World Series. They got hot at the right time. Mamba got hot at the right time. And the Sins have gone cold at the wrong time. So I think the Mamba are going to win this game. I just want to hear your thoughts too. And you can probably – I feel like it's mostly the same. I mean, I don't know. But you can tell me what you think.
Yeah, I also I noticed and the social feed that the Sins they didn't mention. I'm trying to find it real quick. But he did mention that he was going to see about taking the evening off because um but he thinks that his team would have his team would have been and well, I'm sorry. He he said
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah.
He needs to manage this game. He feels if he doesn't manage this game, he doesn't manage this game, the sim won't favor him.
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that. Based on just how the past few games are going, the sim is not only not favoring him, the sim just looks completely team's not hitting.
Yeah.
They're a manager. This is the biggest crisis they face all season. I don't care if they're 15-7. Anyone can rebound out of 15-7. I've had worse starts than 15-7 if I've made deep runs in the playoffs. This is a crisis. The biggest game of the year, to be the greatest franchise of all time, undisputed, greatest franchise of all time, and your team's in the biggest cold streak that they faced all year.
Yeah. This is like
So that's just my.
Yeah. This is their perfect chance to prove to the world that they are the team that you should be afraid of, like the Sins, because because they've had a history of losing multiple World Series, and now
World Series, yeah. Before their first World Series, how many did they lose? They probably lost at least three of them. I think they lost 2 or 3 World Series before they won their first one, and they've lost a ton of World Series.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they probably made the most World Series out of anybody. like out there,
Yeah,
but they haven't won all of them. They've choked a lot. I remember when they had their best season in franchise history, and in the freaking league playoffs, second round, they got swept by a scrub. That
yeah.
scrub was me, by the way. I do like to brag about that. I swept him. He won 55 games, and I easily took him. But the Saints have a history. Not only they've choked at big times.
Oh yeah.
They're like if the Atlanta Falcons were a dynasty, but the Atlanta Falcons were never a dynasty.
And
The
they
Sins are, so I guess it's the added pressure.
and they also hold like a really impressive like record of like the only undefeated season like ever in franchise ball history, like in full on 60-0 season. Like,
He had that, and I guess you could call him clutch because he came back from an 0-2 deficit in that World Series,
yeah,
despite doing all this. All right, what time is it? It is 1:38. People are gonna start popping on, so I'm gonna play some music, some lobby music, and then we can. But I think that was good. Who do you think's gonna win this? Give me a game. Who do you think? Give me a score prediction.
ooh.
Give me. What do you think is gonna happen? Score prediction.
I think it's going to be 5-4 Deadly Sins, and
5-4 Sins.
yeah, and I think it will be.
I'm gonna go.
I
Call me crazy. Actually, no. You talk about yours. You talk about yours first. I gotta stop cutting you off. My bad.
So I think it.
Okay, why do you think 5-4 Sins?
It's because like well, looking at the stats right now, looking at the lineups, I definitely it gets like I think the odds are like more slightly on the Sims side, and I'm going through the lineups right now, and let's see, yeah, they got the Sims got their race coming up. Like Gale, he's having a monster season, and like he's going up against an power hungry NerdyMamba team. But looking at this at the Sins lineup, they have a lot of power. Like if they can, yeah, I think this could be their chance to like finally like unleash all of their frustrations out, like, and finally put an end to this. And so I think that the hero for this game will be Prado. I think he's gonna deliver the game-winning home run, a walk-off 3-run bomb. I'm calling it. 2009.
Marco, that is a bold take, but I like it. I like a bold take.
Yeah.
Not a ton of walk-offs in the World Series. Last time I remember walk-off. When was the last World Series walk-off? I don't think we've had one.
I don't think we did actually, but that would.
But we do. I remember. I think 109. Maybe it was either 109 with the Frost Dragons. Actually, I think the Frost Dragons were the away team. I think they won it very close. That's one of the World Series of all.
Yeah.
And they won it into 10. I remember that. I remember that was a crazy game. I'll screen share. Can I screen share? I know it's like weird for you. Is that fine?
I'm worried that like my connection.
I won't screen. I'll screen maybe at like I think at 1:45 you can end the pregame and then I'll start the screen sharing and then we'll just go to normal stuff. Is that
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, 108. I remember the last World Series walk-off. Season 87. You got season 87, the Peoria Massacre Chicago Hawks, in a game where it was 9-2 massacre in the first 2 innings. It was 5-2. It was 9-2 massacre. Ohawks, it was 5 in the top of the first, 2 in the bottom. Massacre puts up 4. Ohawks put up 6. They tie it in the fourth is 9-9. And down by 1 in the bottom of the ninth, down 13-12. Razzo ties it up, and Reese Nelson, the Ohawk Shima Reds legend, puts it away. with a 3-run walk-off bomb to, not only close out this, to not only win the series in Game 3, which back in the day, 3-game series before season 90. That was the greatest World Series game of all time. Do you think that? And I don't know if this is going to top it, but because I don't think there's going to be offense at all today. But I mean, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, I think Halifax pretty much is the ball of their runs, and in this morning's game, they absolutely pummeled the Sins, and now they're going up against one of their best pitchers from this season. I don't see them scoring a lot of runs. I can only see them
I don't need.
Wait, what?
It's going to be a very low offensive game.
Yeah.
What?
What's up, Black Sox?
I'm not attacking. What's up, Sox? How's it going, man? I didn't see him there. All right. I'm going to announce. Now that we got what's up, Sins? How's it going, man?
Hey, what's up?
Man here. How's it going? We got the man here, the man behind.
You got the man.
All this, myth? That's crazy. Oh my god.
You got the man,
myth, legend.
How's it going, man?
I don't understand why you guys are so quiet. Let me see if I can get it on.
Yeah, I'm talking loud. I don't know.
I don't tend to be quiet. I genuinely don't tend to be quiet at all.
That's working now.
Yeah, we're.
That was just mine.
Good. It was his audio was all fucked up. We're good now. Yeah, I think we're good.
I was in charge at work today, so I literally just got off the phone from assigning everybody their jobs for this evening and left myself out so I can play the game.
That's valid. Wait, Sins, evening? Wait, is it right now for you, Sins?
Well, yeah, it's 3:15.
Oh, well, you're in Newfoundland, right?
Yeah.
You're in that area.
Yeah.
I know. I was doing some research on I think it's kind of stupid. I was looking at some the weather there. It's kind of mucky out right now, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it was blue sky where I am today, but I mean it was foggy earlier.
Mm-hmm. It's very dense the air, I think.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Yeah. You were born out there, I assume. You were born and raised, or did you move to Newfoundland?
No, born and raised.
Born and raised Newfoundland. That's valid.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool, actually.
But holy, we are gonna have a good final game.
It's gonna be a good one, yeah. Wait, Sin. So.
Oh man.
No offense, but I'm saying Mamba to win 6-7.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I honestly want to see the Suns take this game here. I also see this being a very close game. I'm saying 5-4.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pitching battle, to be honest.
Yeah.
That pitcher he's got there is just way too good for his scouting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying is that I think Surratt, who is legitimately one of your best pitchers,
yep,
genuinely gave up 4 runs.
Yep.
But so did Ullman, so
yeah, Ullman was just more of a fodder because my bullpen was kind of stressed, so I decided to reset and see if I could get away with not using them for a game, but it totally failed.
Oh, I
agree. Hold on, Sin. So, when you put Ullman in, were you thinking maybe Ullman could be good and we can get back in this game, but I want to give my guys a rest in case we win game 5?
I mean, I was.
You weren't. So you were kind of. I wouldn't say out of it, but you were in that.
Yeah, I was kind of
we'll win if we win, we win. But I'm not trying to win.
Exactly. It's possible we could win, but I'm not throwing away my best for longer if I'm already down by 4.
Mm-hmm.
This was the most lopsided affair of Game 4.
Yeah, Game 4. That was
A
it was a
7-run
game of all time.
deficit.
That was.
Yeah.
It was a
And
game of
Mamba,
all
like,
time, as they say.
facing a loss as well. I mean, but honestly though, again, who doesn't like a good underdog story?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it is tough. And you're telling this to Sins, who right now is trying to beat the underdog. So I don't know. I think Sins, you need your offense to come alive. Like your offense has been.
Oh, my offense is garbage this year, but I know why. I'm just not really like I've been working this whole time, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So I literally just stuck in all the best scouting guys and just let them play.
Mm-hmm.
And
in the last 20 innings, you've scored 3 innings. You've scored 7 runs, and 5 of them were in 1 inning. By the way,
yeah, sounds about right.
You had 17 of those 20 are scoreless. By the way, so that's
Halifax, the Mamba's team is 1 season older than mine.
Hey, Wolves, when are you? Your Wolves is like 1. I think you're like 117 Wolves, somewhere around there, right?
No, not 117. I was established in season 111.
Oh, 111. 111. So you're a little bit earlier than that. 111. Oh my god, I can't believe there's teams that are made that way. Like
I'm heading into my 25th.
23rd. Wow. 111, 23rd. And I remember like when it was like I was like one of the younger ones all of a sudden. That was like 90, 91. Sims was like a few years before me.
Yeah,
Sims
I was in 83 or 84, I believe.
I know, only 5 years more, and you already have 7, potentially 8 more titles. I just think
also people are thinking of taking Herbert Abel from me, but I'm like, go ahead. I don't want him.
That's fun. Teams, I don't even know who's bid on me. I have nobody in the majors. The minors maybe though. I don't even really care.
It's that I have seen Storm bid on some players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When people pop in, I think Josh might be coming too later. Josh said he might pull up at 2 again. Josh was here in the morning. That was kind of funny.
He was watching the game earlier, wasn't he?
But clearly, Josh didn't really like say anything. So
he wasn't saying anything though. He would just hear.
He was just.
I thought it was funny because I was streaming the game to him, and then I was like, "Oh, a game's starting now," and then it didn't start. And I thought that was really funny with him on here, him watching his own stream start. He probably was panicking.
Yeah,
I'm probably not gonna like.
Man,
hopefully we don't.
I'll see.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have that problem again.
Well, if it's gonna happen, then it's gonna happen. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. Because I mean, Game 3 the stats were all messed up for a little bit. Game 4 didn't start on time, so unless he fixed all the problems, I don't know.
Yeah.
He had like 5 to 6 hours to fix the problem.
I know, but maybe the problem's not. Maybe it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Yeah.
I think at 150. Yeah, hold on. 155, I might like go broadcast mode because I'm gonna screen share that and I'm gonna share some stuff. I don't know. Do you want to more like a talk or like a broadcast? Because what are we like thinking? Game 4 was like a broadcast, but I feel like the other one, the red zone, that was kind of a talk. So I don't know. That was
Cole has played 2 games. Give me a break. Oh man.
okay.
Man.
Your Thunderbirds here. I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
I started the event thing, Game 5 stream. I don't know if it's on it. Yeah.
Uh,
I'll screen share now.
I probably more like
I was gonna do music, but no. We got Black Sox back.
the Black Sox.
We got. We got Crusaders.
Now we have Crusaders.
And we got
We got Crusaders.
So,
Can I say mic's off for like a little bit? I'll tell people to get him back on, but I want less traffic because people are popping.
Yeah,
in,
I
so
don't
go
see.
mic's off.
Josh is here.
we got John.
But yeah, we can like
go.
mute if we need to, because I don't want like the traffic to be like too thing. Because I know some people's Wi-Fi connections aren't good, and then that might screw it up.
Can you guys hear me still?
But yeah, I'll start screen sharing now though.
Yeah.
We can hear you, yeah. But Thunderbirds, I started screen sharing, so it might be not good.
Yeah.
Because then your stream's gonna start lagging. I know.
Yeah, I won't watch the stream for like my audio. No, but I'm worried about my audio. But I will still be in the chat though, and to see like if that does anything.
Def? I don't even know. What is def in? Def, that's fun. Or is it just like, I don't know. Figuring out how to use this. Although I've used it many times. Wait, can I can't mute people. I don't know if I can. As I said, I'm going to ask people to mute though. That way, as I said, the traffic. Because if people are lagging. Yeah, I was going to have like everyone mute. I'll probably talk to you Sins during the game though. So Sins, maybe you can mute, but I'll probably tell you to unmute pretty soon.
Yeah, if you need to talk to me, just let me know.
I'll probably talk to you. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna mute now.
And then Thunderbirds and Black Sox. Because I think a lot of people are coming too. Can I? Oh,
hey
can I
guys.
mute people?
Yeah,
I can do it. I can
Josh.
wait.
Can you hear me?
Can mute people.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
I'll mute.
What's going on?
A lot of people.
Are you guys able to record this?
I'm recording.
Thunderbirds, I think, was going to.
I'm recording on my YouTube channel right now.
Thunderbirds, are you're?
Yeah, I'm recording it right now.
Yeah, he's putting it on YouTube. Is it on like? It's like a live stream right now. Oh.
Yeah. Oh shit! I forgot to. My bad, guys.
Okay. Yeah, if it's on YouTube, that's fine.
All right.
Sounds good. Thanks.
It's on YouTube. Oh, it is right now. Oh, that's funny. We're in a loop right now. So, I mean, obviously, we got the conclusion of 134 right now. You know, Game 5 of the World Series is always a sight to see as an alert. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, Game 5, you know, it's going to be a good one. Obviously, I just want to put my take on something. Mike took 1 and 4. Sins took 2 and 3. That obviously, if you're going off a lineup standpoint, Sins are the better team on paper, off paper. Their minor leagues are better than Mamba, like on paper. But like from a momentum standpoint, I mean, Halifax took game 1 in front of 59,000 in St. John's. They put up an 8-run performance. They scored in 7 of 8 innings. Sins had a lot of guys in scoring position. They had 9 hits that game, and only put in 1 run off a double with the man on first. He wasn't even in scoring position. So had a lot of guys on third too. I think they had 2 or 3 innings where there was a guy on third and just left there. So I mean, from an offensive standpoint, the Sins are they've scored 3 in 3 of their last 20 innings, and one of them was a 5-run inning. In the other 19, they've scored 2 runs. I know the Sins offense, they want to win this. They need to come alive. For Halifax, they have the momentum. They have all of it going for them. So I mean, they can just shut down the offense and put a few runs on the board with they're normally an RBI they're normally RBI singles. That's how they score, RBI singles. But this series, they've hit a lot of long bombs. You know, obviously we can go to game 4. They had 5 home runs and 2 RBI. Reynolds, actually, both of them. Reynolds was the MVP last game, 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, home run, and 4 RBI. In conditions today, let's pull up the weather. It's going to be a kind of a scrappy game, 16 Celsius. I don't know, Fahrenheit. I think that's around 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity's at 88, so it's very humid. It's not that hot. It's not like a hot humid. It's like a damp, colder, wind chilly humid, although it's not blowing right now at all. It's very still. It's going to be a very damp game, very cold. It's going to be very sloppy. Balls aren't really going to fly. Maybe a little bit. But a lot more air resistance, so a lot more colder environments. Very damp, obviously, and be very slick on the field. That's not really something. It could have been a picture perfect, Game 5, sunny skies, 2 p.m. Oh, my stream ended. I gotta stop doing that. Sunny skies, 2 p.m. type, stuff. But no, it's not conditions you want to be playing in. So obviously, you just have to get adjusted to that as it goes. So we're ready. We're ready to get started. It'll start. I'm kidding, Josh. On the mound for the away NerdyMamba is going to be Amari Betancourt. He talked about him in the last game, so that's who it said was starting, although it's not who's starting. Very up and down pitcher. This is a really weird. He's a very weird pitcher, hitting a whip of 0.88. But look at that ERA, a little bit high. I think a little bit. It's kind of an understatement. This year, though, I think he's put all the pieces together. 11-3 with the 2.35 ERA, 0.846 whip on the ground, and then you have Julian Gale. The 26-year-old. He's only pitched 6 innings before, but this year he has been electric. He's 10-0. Hasn't lost. 1.75 ERA with a 0.66 whip. Opponents are betting 168 off him. He's not striking out a ton. He's striking out a decent amount of. He's not walking anybody. He left 1 run against Toronto. Yeah. Oh. Gale was only in for 6 of it. I'm stupid. He let up 1 run with the Tidwell home run. Tidwell also had the sac fly off someone else in the 9th anyway. So, yeah, I guess that's – whoever can pitch better is this game. Because I don't think today is going to be an offensive day. Whoever pitches is going to win. So, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, batting first, leading off, is going to be the right fielder, Pierre Raymond. Raymond had a home run, I think, in the 4th. The 3rd. I was close. My ball knowledge almost was through the roof. As first pitch from Gale, and that's going to be up high, ball 1. So Gale starts it off with the ball. Tobin on the season, he is batting 303. 20. Actually, no, not Tobin. I have that glitch. I don't know why that glitch is a pain. Forgetting. He's batting 284 from leadoff slot. He gets on base. He's 316 on base percentage. Anyway. The 1-2 to Raymond, strike 3 called, so Raymond's going to go down on strikes, and Gale's going to get his first K of the day. That's how we're going to start it off here in St. John's for Game 5. Went up. Braden Tobin, shortstop turned right fielder, 27 home runs, 69 RBIs through 307 at-bats. That's a solid season if I've ever seen. For 4 in the last 2 games, though. He had a triple, RBI triple in the first game, a solo shot in the second, but he's been cold since. And especially in the 2-hole, that's not what you want to see this early on. We'll start here. We'll go down here. And 3-2 to Tobin. And Tobin's deep right center field. Back at the wall goes Prado, and on the warning track with mere probably 3 feet to spare is going to make the catch for the second out. That could have been a 1-0 lead off rip.
Oh, that was close.
I think a game in Halifax where it wasn't as the conditions were a little bit more sunny today, it would have been gone. That would have been long gone. But as I said, the damp, cool air resisting the airflow, and that's going to make it 2 gone here in the top of the first. So now up is going to be Donald Duckett, the former Toronto Trash Panda. He had a lot of great seasons there. 2,000 at-bats at 31 years old. Actually, before 31. because now he's 31 and had all these at bats. 2,000 at bats before 30 years old. This year he had a home run last game, I think in the 7th. What just happened? My bad. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, the 1-1, and Duckett's going to drive to left center field through the gap. That's going to drop for a base hit. So, little weird knuckling liner, a little bit over the head of Thornburg. He cannot pull it in, and there's a man on in the first with 2 outs. We're talking about Duckett had a home run in the. He was early. He had a home run in the 5th. Win. No average those are on. Nice. Okay. Third baseman now, Stephen Hudson. We said we had a bid on. Probably Chicago, because they bid on Chicago, has bid on everyone. And it's kind of annoying. 20 home runs, 48 RBIs, batting .311. Not as fast as the guys, but he gets on base. Runs through 325 at bats. That's about, I'd say 13 or 14 on a regular season. As Hudson's going to drive in the right center field through the gap. That's going to drop for a base hit and fall and roll to the wall. Duckett's around third. He's going to score. Hudson is going to slide in the second with an RBI double in the top of the first. It's 1-0 Halifax. And this, so it's 1-0 Halifax already. And trying to capitalize off this now is going to be he's gone 2 of 15 in this series. You can text him on right now. As Monroe on the first pitch is going to ground one. I can't talk. To Foss, he'll throw it to Paz, and that will win the top of the frame. But not before Hudson. Stephen Hudson RBI double in the top of the first. It's 1-0 Mamba. If St. John's is going to win this game, they want to bring the 11th title to the St. John's region, the 8th for the Deadly Sins, which would beat out Spokane record, be the most let me talk about home runs, most World Series titles that a franchise has had. Not an owner. I think the Warriors still hold that. They have 9 with Fort Lauderdale, the Waves having. Current title breakdown: 7 for the Sins, 2 for the Codfish, and 1 for the P Sharks. So could it be the best baseball town of all time? We'll see. As the first pitch, as Vaca's going to line one right to center, a little bit of a weird liner, but right to Reynolds, 1 gone. Ryan Reynolds, MVP last game. He went 3 for 4. He had doubles in the 2nd and 4th, and a solo shot in the 6th. 4 RBI of the 8 RBIs were from Reynolds. So now a quadruple 90s up. Jordan Priest. It's been a little bit. It was, I wouldn't say disappointing, but I mean, other than that, game 3 where he had the RBI double in the XO win, he's been kind of quiet this series. He hasn't really hit a ton. They had 163. He's not slugging the greatest, though. I don't know why you're not going to put a top slugger in. I don't know why you're putting someone slugging that in the 2 hole. That is, it's not my team, so I can't comment on it. As Priest is going to round 1 right to Hudson, third to Monroe, 2 gone. And now you got Blake Michelle, the first career, you got 22 home runs, 53 RBIs. This game, he won 1 for 4 with the double in the 3rd. That couldn't materialize. He had 2 home runs in game 2 with 3 RBIs. So the 3-2 is going to be fouled back. So full count. Game is tied at 1. Both of the pitchers for Galen Bedcourt, but that third extra Foss, he's going to drive to left field as well. But that's going to be 20 million miles high as the.
I'm loving this start so far.
We got Tom Hanks, the man who squeezed the last out in his glove. He's going to be coming up. He had the solo in the 8th. Yeah, he was he kind of was I won't even say nail in the coffin, but he kind of just added rubbing alcohol to that flaming cut that Halifax made. But he's going to lie on the left center field. That's going to be caught by Enriquez. He just added fuel to the fire right there. He just dumped a whole thing of gasoline at the campfire to make it an 8-1 game. But now we got Hembry up. Hembry, I think, was one of the quieter ones in last game. Despite an 8-run performance, he went 0 for 4. He only has had 2 hits in the last. He's had 2 hits in the last 14 at bats. One of them was a triple. They said 3 for 18 his last 5 games has not been particularly great. He's batting 3. He's there. Yeah. I might mute him. It's like, I don't know, his connection is like weird. Can you unmute if I mute someone? I don't know.
Wait, mute me?
Probably just unmute him. As Hembry is going to drive one to left field, and that's going to be a fair ball. They're going to call it a fair ball. That looked a little bit foul, but I don't know. Hembry's around second. The ball rolls around in the corner in Enriquez, and Hembry's going to have a standing up triple with 1 out. 3 hits already let up by Dale through 1.1. Someone who's let up an average, let's say 6 hits through 9 on an average day. He's let up 3 through 1 1/3. Thunderbirds. I don't know if Thunderbirds can unmute.
Oh, wait,
I
what?
don't mean to mute. I'll probably just unmute him.
You want me to mute?
All right, we're good there. Now you got Ryan Reynolds. He's the man of everyone's dreams, but more importantly, he had an MVP performance in last game. Why is it not loading? And Reynolds going to lie on the right center field. That's going to be caught by Prado. He's going to throw home quickly. Hembry's going to stay. Way to just pop it out of the glove.
All right.
For Weston Prado. That might have saved a sac fly. That was quick off the bat, though, so I don't even know if Hembry really proud. It is 2 gone here.
Make sure you guys feel free.
You want to score here because St. John's just tied this game up. And if
You think
you just want to keep that leverage, you want to keep that lead. You don't want to have to come back later in the game. You want to get these runs now. You want to get them early and often. And that job right now is for John Wayne, the 17 home runs, 40 RBIs. On base percentage 307, OPS of 836 ISO. Average power, I would say. He went 2 for 4 with the home run and a double in the first game, but he's going to strike out at this at bat on a 1-2 count. So Gale gets the triple off Gale by Hembry doesn't face him. That looked like that might have been a foul ball. It landed like right on the line. But that doesn't phase him. He'll get the line out and the strikeout. It's one of the second. Now, if we want to talk about great games, we got 2 games in mind of my lifetime. I think Admin's not of my lifetime. One was before my lifetime. You want to go back to probably the greatest winner-take-all game. You got to go back to 87. And I love how Admin's, or some of or I'll say Josh. I don't know. I'm using his government name right there. But 16-13 win. This was great. This was game 3 though in a 3-game series. This was, I think, 2 seasons before I joined. Got 5-2-4. This was 9-8 game after 2. I don't think this game is going to go there. But Paz is going to drive him to center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So Paz is going to get on. That's going to be the second hit led up by Betancourt. And there's a man on first with no outs. And ultimately, this game, we're going back. This game ended with a walk-off 3-run shot by Reese Nelson, the Ohak-Shima Reds legend. So hopefully, there's a lot to live up to. You also have we won't go to the 109 game, but Giants and the Frost Dragons. Giants tied it up with down 3-0, tied it up at the bottom of the 8th with a 3-run shot. 2-run shot in the top of 9, 2-run to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. Obviously, Denver would end up winning that game in the, I think, 10th with the solo shot from the Giants couldn't answer. Those were crazy last few innings. Obviously, now you have the left fielder Quinn Enriquez, And on the first pitch, Enrique's going out in the right field, and that's going to be caught on the run by Raymond. Good defense out there. So now there's one gone with a man on first for Weston Prado. Weston Prado, probably the best hitter on this team, 29 RBI, 29 home runs, 67 RBIs, hitting 309, 702 slugging. The ISO is a really high number, 393 on the ISO. OPS above 1, ranked 6th in. Is he in Luma? I don't even know. He's in Luma. What the hell is Flora Crest? They're just assigning a name generator to get these going, I swear. Weston Prado, though, on a 2-2 count, and he's going to take it upstairs. So another full count by Bettencourt. Full counts have reigned supreme in these series. It's just, I guess, the poise that the pitchers must have in those, especially in a game 5. So 3-2 to Prado. And Prado's going to drive in the left field on the run. Is Hanks going to go under? He's not going to be able to get there, and that's going to roll to the wall. Pauses around third. He's going to hold up there as Hanks does recover nicely and get it in. And Prado's in a second with a stand-up double. It's 1 apiece, but there are men on second and third threatening to score with Thornburg. The story of games 1 and 4, especially last game. Runners in scoring position, they can't bring him in. If they want to win this game, they need a hit from Thornburg or they need one from Thorn. Thorn, who was probably the LVP, error that costed them a run and that started a huge spree of runs. Thorn just looked like he didn't care out there last game. He had a hit, I think, later in the game. But, I mean, he didn't care out there, Thorn, at all. That mentality. So, but not Thorn. We got Thornburg. He's going to come up first, and Thorn will come up to unless there is crazy double play at this stage. And Thornburg is going to drive in the right field, and that is going to be at the wall, and that's going to be caught by Raymond. And Paz is not going to tag up. That is questionable. They're going to hold him at third. That's why you need speed. Obviously, I wouldn't say Paz slowest of guys, but I mean he's not the fastest of the guys. That's what I meant. But I mean, I feel like he has enough speed to get home. Questionable decision to play conservative. That might cost them. Anyway, now we got Thorn up. Thorn, 24-year-old third baseman. He's been having a solid year. The slugging numbers are a little bit down. I feel like the numbers are the stats, like home runs and RBIs, a little bit inflated by the at-bats, but he's been solid this year. Obviously, the contact is solid. As on the 2-1, Thornburg is going to drive in a deep left field, but a right to Hanks, and I said it. I said the runners in scoring position not getting capitalized are going to kill them, and I don't think I jinxed them because I think I have to talk good to jinx someone. They're just living up. They're putting my words into existence. Can't capitalize with the runners on second and third. That is a huge missed opportunity, especially for an offense that has been as dormant, besides the Blake Michelle homer, as the Sins offense has been. So it's going to be 1 apiece through 2. Now we got Pierre Raymond converted to right. Yeah, just for some reason lost all my energy. Hold on. Let me just do like some stretches. My shoulders are killing me right now. I don't even know what's going on. But it's going to be 1 apiece. We got the right fielder, Braden Tobin, shortstop, turned right fielder at DH. 0 for 1 today. He had 0 for 4, 0 for 4. He's been 0 for his last 9 at-bats. Probably a little bit more than that. I don't know what at-bats he's had in the other game. Could probably be. I think it's probably 0 for 10 or 0 for 11. Doesn't really matter, though. He has not been hitting lately. 3 of his last 19. 2 of those are homers, though. So you can say that. And he was pretty decent earlier in the series. But he's definitely fallen off. And in Game 5, you got to be at your top in Game 5. You can't be like this. As Tobin's going to drive in the deep right field. Back at the wall goes Prado, leaping, and he makes the catch at the wall. I don't think that was going over, but I think that could have been extra bases. What a play by Weston Tobin. And there's 2 gone here. Weston Tobin. They said that could have put a man on second. They said the runs in scoring position. Getting in. Halifax is a team that capitalizes off of those pretty plentifully. Obviously, the Hembry triple. Not the Hembry triple. Yeah, it was the Hembry triple. The Hembry triple, they didn't bring him home. So I guess the fact they just prevented, they could have turned into a big rally in the third. I think if you let up a big inning, it's over for the Sins. You just got to limit them to 1 runs as you can. As Duckett, strike 3 called. So Gale's gotten 5 outs in a row. 3 of those have been strikeouts. He's striking out 4 through 3. He's not even a strikeout pitcher. He is a Richard Blyer type starter. Richard Blyer appearance, by the way. That's funny. We're going to the bottom of the third. It is none. What am I saying? It's 1-1. Why am I saying none? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Leadoff man, Elia Vaca. It's funny to say. Elia Vaca. Sounds like a Mexican vodka thing. Elia Vaca. That's funny. He's 0 for 1 today. Had an RBI double in the game 3. Had a hit last game, but that never materialized. You need a rally going if you're St. John's right now. Just put this game away before it starts. You don't want to get into the later innings. As Vaca's going to jump to right center field, back at the wall. That ball is out of here. Elia Vaca took my words and just said, "Screw it, I'm just going to do it all myself."
Ooh.
2-1 St. John's in the bottom of the third.
Vaca. What a solo shot to right center. Let's go.
They've scored more runs through 2 innings. And now you already have the leadoff homer on the first pitch of the inning. Can they just keep pounding it? Can they just keep pounding that scoreboard? Like I said, any big inning by any of these teams, that's going to be the ball game. I mean, maybe Halifax, St. John's, if they have a big inning, they're definitely not coming back from that. Jordan Priest, by the way. And Priest is going to lay down the first one as a bond. He's going to go, and he is safe. What a play by Jordan Priest.
Let's go.
Oh my God, he is 35 years old. And he speed. There was complete miscommunication with Betancourt, whose defense is very lacking. Betancourt went after it. I think probably Duckett would have had a better shot. But for some reason, Betancourt went after it, and he tried to make a miraculous play. He thought he had less time than he did. He makes a stupid throw. Wouldn't say it's an error because it was a tough play. So they're gonna roll it as a hit. But that is unbelievable. Oldness of St. John's, and now you got Blake Michelle, who's already homered today. Unreal. As the first pitch to Michelle, that's gonna be up high, and Priest is on his way to second. The throw by Duckett, not in time. Priest is gonna steal second. Sean's offense, it's waking up. Is the stream locked? No. Mamba in here. NerdyMamba would be kind of cool. I'm gonna tell Mama. I don't care. He probably doesn't know what to do when I ready. Oh, he's in. He's already in. Okay, that's funny. 2-1 St. John's.
Did it roll?
And now you got a 2-2 to Michelle.
He does not. Ooh.
They're coming to life right now. The 2-2 to Michelle. And strike 3 called, so Betancourt's going to get the first K. That's going to be his first strikeout of the game. So now coming up to bat, you got the second baseman, Jared Foss. Foss had 10 home runs in 88 at bats, 8.8 home run per night. Those hot players for St. John's. You don't play a really full season. You got Enriquez hasn't played a full season. Paz hasn't played a full season. And Foss in the, I think, 4, 5, and 6 right there. You just got to get those streaky players. That's the St. John's way. You get all these anchors, and then you just get all these guys that they're not playing all those games. When they play the games, they're playing good baseball. And that's what you need. So the 3-2 to Foss. And Foss is going to line one, and Foss is going to line one to second, and that's going to go off the glove and into right field. Priest is around third. He's going to score. Hembry is going to fumble with the ball in right, and Foss is going to end up on second. They're going to roll that in error. I don't know. That was a really weird, complicated play. I don't know what Hembry was doing. Hembry let the ball go off his glove. He ran that ball down in right field. He didn't cover second. I don't even think there was no communication. Wayne was not really covering the bag. I don't know why he went to get there, but that's an error, and that's going to score the run. It's 3-1 St. John's.
Let's go.
That just in Game 5. That is not something you should be doing. That's going to be his first error of the year too, coming at a really inopportune time in Game 5 of the World Series. As Paz is in the right center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit.
Back to back.
Coming around third is going to be Foss. He's going to score. Paz with an RBI single, and I said whoever gets a big inning is going to win this game. And St. John's, they're having a pretty 3 runs in the bottom 4-1 Sins.
Wow. They're just
Absolutely. Betancourt is getting lit up more than someone who messes with the cartel, and it is 4-1 right now with Quinn Enriquez up. Enriquez is 0 for 1 today. And Quinn Enriquez is going to line drive to left field. That's going to be on the run. Hanks with a nice play, 2 gone. Hanks' defense was impeccable last game. And while he hasn't really had the ball hit, he had a nice play in the first to run down a fly ball to end first. But nonetheless, 2 gone. With Weston Prado up. A long ways, though. The 3-run game, especially for a team like the Mambo, that is this game is over. Especially if you have someone pitching like Gale, who has been impeccable in the air. And Prado's going to drive in the right field over the head of Monroe. That's going to fall for a base hit. Just over the head of Monroe. That was a weird knuckling liner. Paz is going to be in at third. They're going to hold him there. Prado took the turn for second, but he'll head back to first. That's a 6-hit let up by Betancourt in 2.2. Men on first and third with 2 outs. Thornburg is up. He's 0 for 1 today. He had the fly out to right that Paz didn't tag up on. But now Paz doesn't need a tag as there are 2 outs. Oh, just put a ball in the gap right now and this ball game's over. You can have the champagne on ice and we're in the 3rd inning. St. John's is absolutely electric right now. I think the attendance is going to be around 60,000. I don't know how many of those guys came over from Halifax. It's only an 1.5-hour flight around there. And St. John's is just putting it on. As Thornburg is going to drive in the left field, that's going to go through the corner. That's a base hit. Paz is going to score. Prado is going to stop at second. Thornburg with an RBI single off the ground on a ground ball through the hole. It's 5-1 St. John's. I told them if they wanted to do it, they won't have to end it right now. Don't get into the late game because Halifax wins the late games.
Ooh.
Halifax has a better shot to win it in that position. But St. John's just said, nope, I'll do it right now. And I'll put it on for the world to see because it is 5-1 in the bottom of the 3rd. You got Thorne coming up. Thorne had the error that I've probably mentioned 20 million times if you watch both of the games, had the error in the last game that led to the first run being scored, and then that kind of got the Mamba offense going. He's 0 for 1 today. He hit a line drive to left to kind of kill the second and third rally last game. His thrown on the first pitch is going to fly on the right center. And 3 of them were earned. One of them was off the Hembry single, I think. Hold on. Not Hembry single. Off the Hembry error that led to false scoring. That was an unearned run. But he's let a 4. Hembry makes a play. That's a 1-run inning right there. Hembry just probably single-handedly let up 3 runs in that inning. So my thing's glitching out. My bad. My house is kind of weird. I don't know. Steven Hudson is going to strike out. I'll be the boys to make it interesting. All right. Mama, you got time. Right. Anyone wants this guy, don't take him. In bids right now. By the way, bids are tonight, if you did not, although I think everyone who's on here probably knows that by now. Not any casuals are on here. Tonight, as I said, this is just the start of the best day of baseball. That's why I love games 4 and 5, because you got the 2 games and then you got bid night. I love bid night. Screw the playoffs, screw the comeback wins. Bid night's my night. That's my night of the year. Anyway, we got first baseman Antonio. He was 1 for 4 last game. He is 0 for 1 today with I don't know where he did. With a ground ball. He grounded out with the man on second to end the first. As Monroe, strike 3, caught himself. Gale is struck out. Just the aggressiveness instead of the passiveness for Gale. St. John on the line. I think you're aggressive with your defense. You're aggressive with your pitching. Your offense is very conservative in like this dampy, mucky, cold environment. I think Halifax is just trying too hard to win this game. They're not playing Halifax baseball. They're not playing the baseball like I'm here. Sure, in this series, they've hit a lot of extra base hits. Last game, all their RBIs were on extra base hits, and 5 of the 7 hits were homers. But in a damp environment, as I said, like St. John's, you need to put singles. You need single after single after single, and they're just not doing that right now. Tom Hanks, he homered yesterday, but he's 0 for 1 today with, I think, a strikeout in the lineout in the second. And Hanks is going to ground one right to Foster to pause. That will be that. So, inning for Gale, for Julian Gale. It's 5-1 St. John's. St. John's just poured it on to that third with the 4-run inning. Let's see what they can do now. You can slow down because you're up by 4. Because 1 run in any of these innings, you can have 4. You can have a 2-run shot and maybe some singles. Who knows? This game is nowhere close to over. You want to go to win expectancy. I'm a huge win expectancy type of guy. It's a 93% chance to win this game, which it's pretty high, but there's 6,700 games in this spot, and 6,200 of them were wins. So 500 plus losses from this point. I mean, anything can happen. Zvaka is going to strike out. Betancourt's going to get a second through 3.1. Anything can happen. And obviously, we've seen that in many World Series. I mean, Frost Dragons were up 3-0 with 4 outs to go, and that game was they were not only 1 but 2 game tying homers in 2 separate innings. Obviously, the Giants would go on to lose that. You got the Massacre. They were up by 7 runs in the second, and 1 run in the top of the 9th. And the Ohawks, Reese Nelson walked it off. Walk-off 3-run bomb to win the World Series in Game 3 when it was a 3-game. I mentioned that game a lot. There have been a lot of come-from-behind victories in Game 5 because teams get cocky. Teams just teams anticipate the win. I think Sins also kind of last game, they were kind of anticipating the win rather than fighting for it. But they know what it is now is Priest is going to take the 1-2 to the left, and that's going to be on the run by Hanks. Hanks has been a bright spot in this defense. His defensive numbers aren't the best, but they have not hit a lot of balls to left that have fallen. Actually, left. That was to left. Actually, yeah, most of them are right. I guess the Thornburg single. That was a ground ball, though. Anyway, you got Blake Michelle. He was 1 for 2 today. He struck out last inning. Didn't seem to matter, though, with the man on first. I mean, the ballsiness in the bunted in the third and sparked a rally. I know Vaca homered, but at the same time, who does that? Who has the balls to do that? Definitely not me. As Michelle is going to ground one right to Monroe, he'll step on the bag, and there will be 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the fourth. So, still though, 5-1. Halifax is down by 4. They needed some runs here. They got 15 outs to make something work. If not, St. John's is going home with their 8. Give the miracle run. I wouldn't even say miracle run because they're a solid team too. But can this run be concluded with a huge comeback, or will the Sins bring the 11th to the St. John's? Find out. And that's going to start with Hembry, who he's getting booed by all the Halifax fans up here. He is getting booed. I don't know that. Let me look at that. Actually, I don't believe that, but it's actually cool. I feel like I heard about 74. I think the 74 World Series was. That was a title. I know that. Okay, well, they were down. That was a weird. Oh my God, that's a weird game. Arias grand slam to put the winners up 15-9 in extras. That is a funny game. As Hembry's going to drive in the right field, back at the wall. That ball goes, and that is out of here. So that is going to be Alex Hembry taking the error personally. He says, "No, this game's not over."
It's not over yet.
Because I don't know why I said because. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But Hembry's going to drive on the right. That is gone. This lead is cut to 3. So that is a good start if you want to spark anything.
This could be the
Say from the dead, but they're rising up.
for how
As Reynolds is going to take the first pitch and immediately just take back what I said about rising up. That is a weak ground ball to Thornburg, and there's one gone. Hembry, I wouldn't say he made up for the error because I guess he kind of led to a 3-run inning, but at the same time, if you're going to make up for it, that's how you do it. And I guess all the boos from the Halifax fans kind of got to him. So he said 60,000 people. I'd say probably 45,000 are Sids fans. But hey, Halifax is pretty close. It's only an hour and a half flight, as I've said probably, I think, twice by now. So probably a lot of loyal fans out there. St. John's is kind of in a remote place of Canada, like on an island. It is on an island east of the U.S. East Coast. It's like really far down in there. They said Sins lives there, but I don't know who else would. As Wayne strike 3 called, so Gale's going to get his 7th K. His K numbers have not really gone that high. He had 9 against, but he had 6-6, 5-6. His really only win with 9 Ks. That's the only one above 7, and he already has 7 right now. His velocity is only like 73, 74. Wow, I was close with that one. So now you got Pierre Raymond, second baseman turned right fielder, batting in the leadoff slot. He's 0 for 2 today. You take a home run here. I mean, Hembry already has the home run. He kind of already declared that this game isn't over. Because they're going to keep fighting back. But you get a hit here. Just get like a string of hits. I'm telling you. As Raymond's going to drive on the right field, that's going to drop for a base hit. So Raymond's on board with Tobin up. So the right fielder, the shortstop turned right fielder turned DH, which I've said probably 20 million times. Braden Tobin, he's 0 for 2 today, but obviously he's been really solid on the year. Obviously, he's gone 0 for his last 10 at least. I mean, 27 homers, 67 RBIs, that's 69 RBIs. That's not. You can't ever take him lightly, even if you're on a cold spell like that. So, Braden Tobin on a 3-2 count from Gale with 3-2. And Tobin's going to lie on the left center field, and that's going to be caught. So, Angulo comes in for Gale. That is, I wouldn't say it's an interesting move, but it's an understandable move right there. Jose Angulo will come in and get the 1 out, and that will retire this side. So, new pitcher in for St. John's. I wouldn't say a little bit early than I anticipated, but I kind of would. A little bit early.
Well, not really.
But, I mean, I don't say I think it's the right move. So,
pretty well, but
trying to shut down this offense in any way they can. Foss, Paz, Enriquez, bottom of the 5th. We're halfway through Game 5 with the Sins up 3. I need water, bro. I didn't get water. Is there water? Oh, there is. Hold on. Let me get some water real quick. Hopefully nothing happens. Nobody can get out of this because I don't care. All right. We're back. And is that Foss? Who is that? Yeah, Foss is going to jump to center field, but that's going to be a deep fly ball, and that's going to be caught by Reynolds for the first out. Nah, that felt a lot better. Paz is 2 for 2 at the RBI single back in the 3rd after the Hembry error to drive, I think, Foss home. Yeah, Foss home. Foss is 0 for 3 today, but he scored, as he said, scored the run off the bobbled discombobulation? Is that a word? Oh, it is. Damn. So good at English, the language I speak. Mateo Paz, he is 2 for 2. As I said, the RBI single to bring Foss home. Back in the 3rd. The 3-2 to Foss by Betancourt, and the pitch. And Paz going to ground one right to Monroe. He will just put his foot on the bag. And there's 2 gone here. So now the left fielder, you got Quinn Enriquez, 0 for 4 last game, 0 for 2 this game. But in Game 3, he had he homered, I think. He homered in Game 2. He homered in Game 3. When he homers, they've won. When he doesn't homer, they've lost. And he hasn't homered right now, although the team's a 5-1 up, but because other guys I think have stepped in. My voice is kind of like stuffy right now. When I commentate, it gets like really, I don't know. It kind of bugs me a little bit. Anyway, the full count to Enriquez, the pitch from Betancourt. And Enriquez is going to fly one to right center field, but under that one is going to be Raymond. With another 1-2-3 inning, he's retired the last 7, but it's still 5-2. Why the fuck is he calling me, bro? When you're in high school, people annoy you. And I don't like it. I'm commentating. These fucking people, goddamn. If you have Snap and you're in high school, delete it because it's not worth having. Donald Duckett, the catcher, up 31 years old. He homered, I think, in the 5th, we said. 5th, bottom of the 5th, to make it a 4-0 ball game like Nick Castellanos. Different circumstances, honestly, under that, though. The full count pitch from Angulo, and Duncan's going to drive in a deep right center field. Back at the wall goes Priest, leaping, and he made the catch. Another Prado-type play, but now with Priest slamming into the wall. That could have been extra bases, and that was avoided. Play by Jordan Priest. He's 35 years old, but he can still do it all, and he just did it all right there. And now we got Steven Hudson up, the third baseman, 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. So the 1-2 is going to be up high, so 2-2. And the pitch. And Hudson's going to ground one up the middle, and that's going to be a nice, easy play to Foss. And he will retire. Grulo's retired the first 3 batters he's faced. Fly out, ground out. You just need a strikeout to that cycle. Monroe is 0 for 2 today. The bottom of the order, you have Monroe, Hanks, Hembry, Reynolds, Wayne. Hembry's 2 for 2, but everyone else is 0 for 2. And from the 5 through 9, the guys have hits. Only Hembry has the hits, and then you got a bunch of blanks on the board from guys who should be performing better, I would think. The Monroe is going to strike 3 called, so I called it first 4 batters, and he already has that cycle gone. Line out, flat out, ground out, strikeout. 4 through 6, and the Sins are 9 outs away from their 8th world title. I don't think so, but if I do, it makes for entertaining baseball that I can commentate. Hopefully I didn't just jinx Sins, as I said, but I don't think jinxes are real. I think it is stupid. Just too good to be true. Prado, Thornburg, Thorn. In fact, Thornburg and Thorn are right next to each other to give me a little bit of a tongue twist. Weston Prado had the double in the second, and I think in the third, he had a single. Hopefully, there's a cycle alert right now, but hopefully something would be cool like that. And Prado's going to lie on the right center field, and now with that, he's not going to have a cycle. That is going to be caught by Raymond for the first down. Now you got Cruz Thornburg, the shortstop. Jinxes are totally real. They probably are real. I don't think I jinxed you, though, with that. Hopefully you prove me wrong by scoring some runs. What can I talk? Thornburg. I can't fucking talk. Thornburg, 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the third to send. He got sent home. I don't know. I don't care. The 3-2 to Thornburg, and that's going to be fouled away. So Betancourt has gone through 5.1, 7 hits, 2 Ks, 4 runs, 4 earned runs. I can't talk. The Storm is going to lie on the right center field 2 outs. I need water. When my throat gets like fucking stuffy, I can't talk. I swear to God. I don't know. Thorn in the 9 hole, he's 0 for 2. As he had the error last game. Probably brought that up 20 times now. You guys probably are sick of hearing that. I think it has heated up a little bit in St. John's from a weather standpoint, so I think the balls are going to start traveling a little bit further. Plus, the humidity has been dropping, so a little bit drier now than the start of the game. But even then, it's still kind of cold. You said maybe extra hit leverage to their advantage. Who knows? Thorn is going to line on the right center field. That on the run is going to be caught by who the fuck center Reynolds. Will it happen, or will the comeback of the century by Halifax take place? People who can make that decision are Hanks, Hembry, and Reynolds, who are due up not the 1, 2, and 3 hitters. They are the 6, 7, 8 hitters. Hanks is 0 for 2. Embry, who said 2 for 2 with the third with the triple and a home run. Hanks is going to fly one to left field, and that is going to be under it. Will be Enriquez for the first out. So 8 outs to go, and you got Embry up, who's had the, as I said, the triple and the home run. I'm just trying to find this.
What are they doing? So eerily quiet. You could hear a mouth.
I'm gonna look for this. We got it. Henry 2 for 2 with as I said, triple and a home run. With that coming in the 5th after his last at bat, although he let up the error that kind of contributed. And Henry's going to drop on a right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. He is a double away from the cycle, and we have the tying run on deck right now. But before that, we have Ryan Reynolds. They said the man of everyone's dreams. I've said that probably 4 times already too. I need new lines. I swear to God. He was great last game, but he's over 2 right now. And the first pitch is going to be a strike 1 right down the middle. Angulo's been pitching pretty solid. 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Although I think that's more like 1 2/3 because he kind of came into the end of the other one. We need thirds of innings in the stat sheets. We really do. The ERA would be so much more accurate. And if someone goes without an inning and they let up all those runs, those don't get counted. Randall's gonna line one to right center field. Coming on is gonna be Prado in right. Yeah, it is. For the second out. Now Lil Wayne is gonna be coming up. Lil Wayne is 17 homers, 40 RBIs. He is 0 for 2. One of the 0 for 2s, batting in the 9 hole. He's been very he's very on base, doesn't hit for power, he's only driven in 40 runs, so 312 at bats. And if you want to scale that down, that's probably Sports is kind of weird. 12 home runs and like 30 RBIs, something like that. So. Oh, like 15, give me 10. All right, we're back. That was bad. All right. So Wayne, 3-2 Wayne. And Wayne's going to fly on the left center field. Back at the wall, Enrique. And now we're in the 7th inning stretch. 6 outs to go for St. John's for their their 8th world title. And they'll take the lead away from Spokane right now, who has 7. My bad, my voice just like the last few innings has just absolutely deteriorated. I'm one of the guys that scream at parties too, so I don't even know. That's like I'd expect it to be just a little bit better than this. Parties don't wear me out. It's broadcasts that do. I think maybe because that parties not always the same. He homered in the 3rd, and that started a huge rally. I think the Hembry. And he's going to make a nice running play on the warning track. Nice way to track it down, and I guess keep this game from getting. It's 1 gone. Jordan Priest is 0 for 3, but he's had some nice defensive plays. Did Priest get on base? No, Priest. What happened with Priest in that inning? I don't think it's really clear. It's probably just I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to call anyone out, but Priest, interesting bunt single, really bold move. and that sparked the 4-run rally in the bottom of the third. That's pretty much all the offense besides the Blake Michelle homer in the bottom of the first that St. John's has had all day. That's all you really need. All you need is one big inning. And Priest is going to ground one to third, throw to Monroe, have 2 gone. So Blake Michelle is now up, the guy who I just said. Homered in the first. That kind of tied this game up. Like I said, anyone who gets the big inning that's when it ends. Because these offenses, other than the other, what the fuck? I didn't talk. That's funny. Other than the bottom of the third with that 4-run inning, they have had 3 combined. Let me do quick mental math. They've had 3 combined runs to 13 half innings. 13 innings, I would say. Yeah, 13 half innings. And 2/3 half innings. Why do we got to be why do we got to be like that? So archaic. It doesn't really matter. But they haven't scored. Besides bottom of the third, no offense. No offense all day whatsoever. So Blake Michelle is going to foul to left center field, and under that one is going to be Ryan Reynolds. 6 outs to go for St. John's. And we have the countdown going. Raymond, Tobin, Duckett, and then in the 9th would be Hudson Monroe. Thanks. Those 6 players are 3 for 18 combined on the day. That's not ideal. 2 for 9 for the guys that do up this inning. Raymond, Tobin, Duckett. 3 runs right now. 3 runs it's possible. Just string together a few hits. 1 big hit. 1 swing of the bat can change the world. I don't know who said that, but I heard that quote somewhere. 1 swing of the bat can change the world, and that's all that matters. That's all you need. Giants were down 3 in 109 in Game 5, 3-0, and tied it up with 1 swing of the bat. That's in the 8th. So a 3-run 8th would tie this one up, but it's not going to start with the Raymond strikeout. And is going to get his second through 3 and I think 2.2 innings. That's a little bit misleading. Now you got the right fielder, Braden Tobin, at DH. Of course, why doesn't Winter just hop on if he's going to keep commentating? I didn't even wait. 5 hits in a right center. You're 3 there. I don't know. A lot to right center today. In that gap, definitely. I need some more pizzazz. We're coming up at the end. This is where I need to be energetic. I don't need to fire myself. That's something I would do. Weston Tobin. He's 0 for 3. He needs a big hit right here. The 3-2 from Angelo. And Tobin's going to drive in deep center field. Back at the wall goes Priest. Not able to make the play, and that's going to slam off the wall. Tobin's around second. He's going to go towards third. Now he'll tread back to second as Priest makes a nice throw to Thorne. That probably would have gone to him. But Tobin makes the smart play to stay at second. Double, that's a good start. It's not a start because they already have 1 out in the inning, but that's something they need. The leverage index is at 0.81, which is the highest it has been all day, especially in the later innings. That's all you need. All you need is 1 play. And now you got Donald Duckett. Love the name. It's funny. Donald Duck. You probably don't need it. I don't know why I'm doing that. He's 1 for 3 today. He had a single back in the first. Right. Yeah. Last game they had 2 singles in the first and didn't score. He got the run going in the first to give him the lead, but then he's going to strike out here. And Gula is going to get his third through 3.1. I don't know why I got to be so articulate. Third through 3.1. I got to shut the fuck up. I'll say it's not even 3.1. It's 3 innings. Third through 3 innings. And the construction workers, shut the fuck up. Oh my. Thunderbirds, hopefully nobody, no 9-year-olds are watching this because I'm cursing a little bit too much. We got Steve Hudson, 27-year-old third baseman, had the RBI double back in the first to bring Duckett home. He's got to come up clutch here. You get 1 run. It's a 2-run game going to the top of the 9th, and anything is possible. Oh, you can do that? Wait, hold up. Whoa. You can click on that? No way. I've played this game for all these years. I didn't know that you could do that. You can click the icons.
Wait, what?
That is actually insane. Oh my god. Love figuring out new stuff. As Hudson strikes out, that made me really excited, though, the icons. I didn't know you could do that. I was always going back here and seeing who's on base right now, who's where. 4 strikeout, and we are 3 outs away from a St. John's 11 title. And it would be the Deadly Sins 8. Why do these people keep texting me? You don't have to text. I fucking hate these people. Okay, whatever. I gotta stop being like this. Jared Foss, 31-year-old second baseman. Foss Paz Enriquez. A 3-1 game going to the top of 9th. It's not over. You want some insurance right now. At least get a run. If you get a run, it's pretty much a done deal. But I think anything can happen, especially with the Mamba, they're just one of those sneaky teams. As Foss is going to drive in the right field, and that's going to draw for a base hit. So I'm just kind of wondering why Halifax. I don't know if Halifax actually that makes sense. If Halifax does not have.
Let's get it.
And that makes the most sense.
Cool.
That they don't have it. So
Oh.
I don't know. They probably don't have subs, so that's probably why Betancourt is still. And he's only struck out 2 through 7. Although the strikeout numbers do kind of not that low. Foss is on first with Mateo Paz, 27-year-old first baseman. Who the fuck is fuck? Oh, it's his team. Oops. Sorry for looking at bids. That is on me. The stream is just going to be infiltrated with a lot of either sidetracking and cursing. We don't need that. Pause. Strike 3 called. So Betancourt strikeout is 3rd.
We got the Black Sox in the chat. Let's go.
I don't think it's going to be enough, though.
Let's go. Woo!
You got Enriquez coming up. So, Quinn Enriquez, he was 0 for 4, $6 million. He's on a $6 million contract, and he's 0 for 7. 7 of his last 20, though. He's been hitting well. Last 2 games, a little bit of a slide, though. So. For 3 today. And the 2-2 is up high, so full count now. Dick Quinn Enriquez. The full count. And Enriquez is going to bung one towards first, and that's going to get Foss up to second. I wouldn't say it's an interesting move. I see what they're trying to do, and I agree with it, but I probably would not have done it in this situation. That's just me. I think it probably would have been a smart move. I just wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, that was pretty smart.
But Enriquez is going to sacrifice. That's going to get a runner. That's going to get a runner at second with 2 outs. Prado gets a single this ball game. It's champagne on ice, essentially. It probably still is. But 3 runs is a lot less secure than 4 runs.
For real.
A lot less secure. It's not like the difference between 3 and 4 is a lot different than the one between 4 and 5. And that's from experience. I've blown way too many games. Best in Prado. Hopefully can poke this one through and get this game to be over. But Prado's going to strike 3 called, so Betancourt's going to strike out 2 more batters in this inning. That'll bring his total up to 4 of the day, unless a Halifax rally gets Betancourt back out there. His day is done. 3 outs to go for St. John's to be number 8.
Oh.
We got a little bit more energy now. Monroe, Hanks, and Hembry are the final guys, and they're standing up. The crowd is on their feet. They had a lot of energy all day. Actually, not really. I think they had a lot of energy in the 3rd, and they've kind of started to trickle down since then. But Monroe, Hanks, Hembry. I'm assuming Angulo is going to stay in. but you never know. I don't know. I can't see what they're gonna do. They're gonna take Angulo out. He's been solid though, so I'd probably keep him in. The 3-2 to Monroe, and Monroe is gonna line with the center field, and that's gonna be caught by Priest. So 2 outs to go now for St. John's. Angulo does stay in the game. He's been really solid. 2 hits, 4 Ks through 4. And now you got Tom Hanks up. Tom Hanks, Heath Hembry.
So that's away.
Alex Hembry, not Heath Hembry. Tom Hanks,
Let's go.
0 for 3.
Let's go, Sins. Let's go, baby.
And the 1-2 is going to be down low, so 2-2 now to Hanks. The 2-2 is going to be low, 3-2. Full count to Hanks now. To Hanks. And Hanks is going to allow in a right field. That's going to be caught by Prado on the run. We're 1 out away. 1 out away from a St. John's record 8th title. Well, the Sins 8th title. St. John's already has had that record. They have 11 in that city. That's I'll probably move my team there. Hopefully that's more luck. It's not about me, though. It's about the Sins. Sins are 1 out away. So Heath Hembry double away from the cycle, too. So a cycle in the final game would be. So will he get the cycle or Angulo get this one to go? 1 is going to be up high, so 3-1 to Hembry. I don't think Angulo really has the yips. He's not that type of pitcher. He has been really poised. The 3-1 is right down the middle, so we're 1 strike away. The 3-2. Hembry's going to drum to left center field, back at the wall that goes, and that ball is out of here. So Alex Hembry ruins the moment. Bombs away for Alex Hembry. When he gets a hold of one, that sends them a long ways. Have to do a tribute to that horrendous A's announcer. Bombs away for Alex Hembry with 1 strike to go.
This game's insane. Man. This game's insane.
The 3-1 is going to be down. It's going to be the 3-2 to Reynolds. And Reynolds going around the center field, and that's going to be caught by Priest. And there it is.
History!
The St. John's Deadly Sins are your season 134 champions of baseball.
Woo!
Congratulations, Sins. Doing it again.
St. John's gets their 11th title. That's the record-breaking 8th for the Sins in the celebration at home. The champagne's on ice. And the mics are messed up. Once again, my bad. Thunderbird, your connection is kind of choppy still.
Oh, wait.
Sins win it.
They did it.
Congratulations, Sins. Good job, Sins. Another one.
Yes, sir.
They went into this game really poised. That third and error by Hembry just opened up. A lot of pitching by Gale. He let up 2 through 4. And Gula let up the home run to Hembry. Hembry didn't want that double for the cycle, but he has a 2-home run. He went 4 for 4. He is you could say he's the player of the game, despite being on the losing team. I don't know if that's a thing. We'll give props to Alex Hembry. It's not his moment. It's the Sins moment. Sins, you want to hop on? You want to unmute and say a few words? Or even hear us? I don't even know. I don't care. Sins win it. 5-3. Angulo gets the save. That is Angulo's first career save, by the way. In Game 5 of the World Series. The Sins are on, and Mamba's on too. You guys want to say a few words?
Oh, Mama's here too.
What's going on, bro? Congratulations, man.
Thanks, man. It was a hell of a series.
Fucking right, bud.
I think if you could actually make substitutions, like
I know.
Like I was fighting for my life, and like it was crazy.
There's a couple of times I'm sitting there, I was like, man, I wish I could bunt the guy over the third.
Yeah. Well, that was like that priest bunt. Like it looks awkward, but at the same time, he bunted safe 4 out of 5 times in the playoffs this year. So
Yeah.
I was like, man, he does it successfully, and the first baseman doesn't have great defense, so I gave it a shot, and it paid off.
That's valid. That's some good stuff by both of you. So, I mean, obviously, St. John's, it's an incredible run. That is his second title in the last 5 years. He has had, let's look at it, his first title, 108. In the last 17 seasons, he's had 8 of them. Not 17.
I think
27 seasons, he's had 8 of them. That's about 30% of the titles in the last like 25, 30 seasons have gone to the Sins. That's just absolutely crazy to think about. Me struggling to get one. He has. Damn. That's actually nasty. And Mamba had a nasty season themselves. They were obviously, that was, I think, their first league title in 15 seasons. We can stop switching, doesn't matter. Game 5 of the World Series with Sins is that's incredible stuff, man.
You'll see his team partying out on George Street.
Mm-hmm. Wait, are you from the Halifax area like that, or no?
I'm from Nova Scotia, yeah.
Nova Scotia. That's
yeah.
Well, we have a lot of Canadians that play this game. Interesting. That's cool. I'm probably gonna head out now, but congrats, Sins, and good job and great job, Mamba, for getting Game 5 with Sins.
For sure.
That's a solid stuff. Bidding tonight. It's gonna be fun. I'm already ready for that.
Yeah, I gotta go play some bids there and save my players.
Play some bids. Yeah, I know. Save your players. Get some more.
Yeah.
This season just ended, but the next ones are away. No such thing as an off season for me. As soon as the season ends, it's preseason. So I do.
Yes.
All right. See you guys. Good stuff.
Yeah, see you guys later. Hey, GG's.
All right, see
Wait,
you.
Thunderbirds. Wait, hold on, Thunderbirds. You can.
Good games.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, I don't know if Thunderbirds is still on. Thunderbirds, you can upload this if you want. I mean, you're recording. I think he was.
I am.
I hope he was.
I was.
I hope he was. You can rewatch the recording. I don't know how great it was. It's good stuff. And since I'll call some of your games next season, how about that if you want?
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed that. Like, thanks a lot for that. Like, that made the game.
Yeah, I got you.
Made the game a whole other level better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, just a day of summer. I don't know what I got, but I'm not out. I got nothing to do. So.
Yeah, that was it was excellent, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, thank you guys. See ya.
All right, see you.
Peace.
Well, guys, there you have it. The St. John's W Sins are your season 134 world champions. A historic moment for franchise ball, and they very much well deserved it. So make sure you guys feel free to go in the comments down below and congratulate him on this very very special moment. And as for me, this is Commander Awesomeness. Thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you guys feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, guys.